we are on page 40 of the end of the Linear Equations and Inequalities booklet. And this lesson video is going to go over a couple of examples of how to graph inequalities, but now we're going to solve them for y. So example number 1, we have the inequality 2x plus 3y is greater than 18. So immediately, some things to think about is already have in the back of your mind that this is a greater than, which means I'm going to have a dashed line. Okay? Because what's going to happen is you're going to forget about that later on. So I know it's a dashed line. Okay? And I'm going to wait before we make the determination that you're going to be shading up in this case. So I'm going to solve this inequality. I'm going to solve for y just like I would if it was an equal sign up there. So I'm going to subtract the 2x from both sides. Okay? We end up with 3y greater than negative 2x plus 18. So nothing's changed. Everything's the same as what we've been doing. Also, now we divide by 3. Divide everything by 3. Y is greater than negative 2/3 x plus 6. So my slope is negative 2 over 3. So I'm going to go down 2 to the right 3. And my y-intercept is 6. So we plot the y-intercept 6. We go down 2, right 3. Down 2, right 3. And we can also go up to left 3, up to left 3. Okay. Remember, I determined that it was a dotted line before I even began, so you use ruler, dash line. Okay. And nothing happened with the inequality symbol, it just stayed greater than. So greater than, remember, is above. So above would be up here. And that's done. So that's really all that's being added in this case. All right. Okay, one more, because I do want to talk about dividing by a negative. So in class the other day I mentioned, and I think I explained to you why we do what we do when we divide by a negative, but let's go through the process here. Okay, I'm subtract 3x. I still have a negative 5 there. Y greater than or equal to negative 3x plus 10. Okay, divide through by negative 5. Okay, but here's what happens. When you divide by a negative, remember you have to flip the inequality symbol. So this y now becomes less than or equal to. You have a negative divided by a negative, which becomes positive, but we just leave it as 3/5. And then we have a positive divided by a negative, becomes negative 2. Okay, so that is the thing you have to remember. And it's only when you divide by a negative. If you don't divide by a negative, like the one up above, we didn't need to flip it. Okay. All right, so then we just go ahead and just graph this. My y-intercept negative 2, so I plot negative 2. My slope is 3 over 5, so I'm going to go up 3. It's positive, so I'm going up 3, right 5. Up 3, right 5. And I can also go down 3, left 5, and down 3, left 5. And this is a solid line. And we have to shade below. Remember, below would be, in this case, down here. All right. Okay. All right. This I'm going to save for you to just see if you can, multiple choice, see if you can figure that one out on your own. And let's do one more here. This is at the bottom of page 41 where we're going to graph. And then it's going to ask you to determine if this point is in the solution set. So 4x minus 3y greater than 9. So I'm going to just go through the steps. Okay. Negative 3y greater than negative 4x plus 9. Dividing through by negative 3. Okay, and because once again we're dividing by a negative, we have to flip the inequality symbol around. Okay. So the greater than becomes less than. Negative divided by negative is positive, so we get 4 over 3x. Here we get negative 3. All right, so we start at negative 3. 1, 2, 3. My slope is 4 over 3, so I'm going up and right. Up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. Okay. Dashed line. And because I flipped the inequality around, I am now shading below. Okay. Now, you can determine if this is a solution by just plugging into the inequality and determining. But actually, on the graph, what's going to happen is plot 1, negative 3. 1, 1, 2, 3 is right there. It's inside the shaded area because everything that's below this line is a solution. So therefore, okay, we say, yes, it is a solution. And justifying your answer, you can say it's in the shaded region. All right, so essentially what's going to happen is you're going to finish this booklet. You're going to do the problem up above here, and then the problem's on the next couple of pages. Excuse me, that was a sneeze. All right, and I will see you guys when I get back tomorrow. This is Mr. Sims, signing off.